Once again, I'd like to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Thank you once again to Squarespace for sponsoring this week's video. Are you ready to take your online presence to the next level? Meet Design Intelligence by Squarespace, a fusion of world-class design and AI technology that unlocks your creative potential like never before. Build a stunning, personalized website that's as unique as you are and stands out from the crowd. With Squarespace Payments, managing transactions is easier than ever. Get started in just a few clicks and let your customers pay their way, whether it's Apple Pay, Afterpay, or more. Need to invoice clients? Squarespace has you covered. Simplify your workflow and focus on growing your business. If you're interested in building an awesome website, why not head on over to squarespace.com and give it a try. And if you like what you find, use the code AdamGibbs for 10% off your first purchase.
Good morning, everyone. It was cold last night. It was really cold. If you watched my last video, I was complaining that I was cold. So this time I made sure I brought my 3-season bag, which is supposed to go down to -9, but you know, that's just kind of a rough number. Anyway, I was cold. I was still cold. I have a winter mat. I had my down parka on, but I was a bit chilled, so it wasn't great. In terms of locations, I've come up to a very popular area called Bedwell Lake, which is in Strathcona Provincial Park again. Very popular hike, but I've veered off on a lesser known trail up to a mountain called Tom Taylor, which is up behind me here. And my intent was to camp at this spot because it has amazing views looking down on Bedwell Lake and the mountains around, and then climb up Tom Taylor today. But as I look around, there's quite a bit of snow on the peaks, and I'm not really equipped for snow. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it up to the summit, especially in running shoes, which is probably not the best thing to hike on up in snow. I don't have any crampons or cleats or anything like that, so there's no point in risking it. Unfortunately, the clouds have moved in, so the light is not that interesting right now. If the clouds start to come down a bit, then I'm probably going to hike out of here. I didn't take a lot of video at the last section there. It was getting dark and it was extremely steep. And I thought, you know what, I just want to get up here and get my tent set up. So that's the plan. And hopefully we'll get a couple of photographs. I'm going to spend another night here, so we still have another whole day and an evening and a morning. So fingers crossed for that. Well, it does look like the clouds are lifting, and it certainly has warmed up, so that's a good thing. I've made an executive decision. Looking at these peaks over here, there is quite a bit of snow on them. I wasn't really sure, and I know that this peak is the same height as those. So I think I'm going to stick around here. I don't think there's really any advantage of going up there because there isn't much foliage up there. But there is some great autumn color around here. Okay, first photograph of the trip. Yeah, the autumn color is still really good up here. It's beautiful. I don't know if this photograph will represent it, but there's like a gully that goes down here, and then there's a lake at the bottom, has an island in it, and then we have the conifers, which are always quite dark. But then we have the blueberries, and I think they're mountain ash. Yeah, really nice. It's nice because whenever you get the shrubs backlit, it really helps them pop. I'm just looking at the start of this trail. That's not a trail. That's a climb. Looks like there's a bit of rock climbing involved, unless the trail goes over this way. Yeah, it looks a little sketchy. Okay, I've come down the hill a little bit to try and emphasize the mountain ash on the right side here. There is a lot of glare here, and actually it's getting quite bright now. I've been meaning to showcase this for a while now. Case have just come out with a new polarizer. I think it's called the CPL3, and it has some advanced coatings on it, so that you don't get any kind of lens flare. Some filters are prone to flare, especially if you're close to the edge of the sun, or if there's a light spot that's very close to the edge, then sometimes you get some light bleed, and supposedly this improves on that. So I'm going to give this a try. Now I am shooting right into the sun, so I don't know how much polarization I'm going to get. I'm hoping to try and eliminate some of the glare in some of these shrubs and possibly the lake. Let's see here. Yeah, let's give this a try. It definitely does get rid of the glare a little bit, so it's going to really saturate those autumn colors. Well, good morning. It's a bit windy this morning, and I was up most of the night listening to my tent. I thought it was going to blow away, but I'm still here, so that's good news for me. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning. There aren't any clouds, or hardly any clouds. A little bit chilly, but not as cold as yesterday. I think what I'm going to do this morning is take a few shots. I kind of checked out a couple of compositions yesterday, take those and then pack up and make my way down quite rapidly. I want to go down to that lake and see if I can get some shots down there. So I'm glad I stayed up here. It's absolutely stunning up here. I made it down to these beautiful little lakes and ponds that I could see from my campground. There's about 4 or 5 lakes here, I think. They're beautiful, especially this time of year with the fall color. Originally I was going to spend some time here, but I'm going to have to come back, I guess. I would imagine this time of year is really great because there's no bugs in the summer. It's just too buggy. But we have these here, and then behind me there's a beautiful little tarn here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll hide the sun behind my head. Just wonderful. Little splashes of color here and there. I'll try and take some photographs, but the light's getting a little bit harsh, but I'll use them as a reference. This looks quite nice this way if I can eliminate the sky. But I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you ever so much for following along again. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you could give me the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, that's very helpful. And also, if you want to go and check out my website, I have my new book that's it's almost out. I'm actually just waiting for it to be delivered. I have a couple of books delivered via FedEx, but the rest are coming by ship, so that takes some time, I think, through customs and such. But I will have them any day now, and I'll get them out as quick as I possibly can. But if you're interested in purchasing a book, please head to my website where you'll find all the details. All right, till next time, bye-bye.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you. Times I've stranded, a castaway on unknown shore, although a stranger in this calm.